Good morning. It's Easter Sunday. Happy Easter. Um, New subscribers, thank you very much. Got another bunch this week, so yeah, we're moving along. And you know the routine. Tell your chums, spread the word, and yeah, that's going well. So it's been 4 days of crappy weather, rain, wind, snow, just shit. But today it's sunny, so and it's only going to be for one day because we've got 3 more days of crap coming. So anyway, I've been wet sanding on the Model A. Pretty much have the whole car wet sanded. Um, when it warms up a little later on in the day, I can get this out in the driveway and get on finishing my fenders and get them primed again for another block sanding. Um, so it's the only day I got that I can spray. Like I said, I'm not spraying anything in here with this car in here. So if it's not nice out, there's no spraying. That's just the way it is. The weather's been kind of screwing me over a little bit, but anyway, you got to do what you got to do. So I'm going to buff on this thing for a bit until it warms up. It's like 8 below now. It's supposed to get up to 7 or 8 above. So yeah, I'll play around with the buffer, and when it warms up, pull this thing out, get on the fenders. So that's the plan for today, and yeah, we'll just carry on. Okay, so Model A's can be a little bit tricky to buff, and the reason for that is all these little raised areas, you know. So you end up with tiny little spots where you can't get that big buffer in there. Even like here, you know, you got this ribbon and you got the window. Well, you know, the buffing wheel is twice the size of this piece here. So, you know, I do have a smaller machine. It's a little 3-inch one. It's operated by air, and I'm going to set up the camera on the tripod, and I'll show you the two machines and what they have going for them. Okay, so this is my smaller one. It's 3-inch, like I said. It's air, and I have a little adjustment valve here for the amount of pressure that goes in that will regulate the RPMs. You don't want to go full RPM. I find that I think it heats up the clear actually, and you end up with it being all blotchy. So I like to go down. I go by sound really, because I don't have an actual gauge on this one, but usually about a third of the RPM, a full RPM, and you're good to go. My other machine, you've seen me use this one before, and this is the key to this one, is this this button here, this little dial. Go 0 to 10 settings. I like to run, go 0 to 6. I like to run it at around 3.5, so about half the RPM, and I find that works out the best. So I use the big one where I can, and the little one in tighter spots, and yeah, we'll just get after it. Okay, so I finished buffing up this quarter, and I haven't touched the door yet. Well, I started sanding over here, but that's it. I just wanted to show you something real quick. I laid a couple of license plates down on the floor, and I hope that shows up on the camera as well as I can see it. But you can tell that the reflection on the part that I've wet sanded and buffed is much more clear than the door. And that's the difference between wet sanding and buffing and not. So, and you can see it in the running board too as well. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the difference and why we do this. So yeah, I'm just going to carry on. It's getting nice enough now. I might even just pull this thing outside and start on the fenders and hood. But yeah, we're going to carry on. Out she goes. Okay, so with the car out, I set up my little folding table here and get on these fenders. If you remember, you can see the strip here, 1.5 inches. I widened the fender, so I split it in half, widened it 1.5 inches. We're going to undercoat all under here before I paint it. But, you know, even though we split it in half and body worked it, you know, the seams, of course, it's in pretty good shape. It's actually... They're a lot better shape than the front fenders were. So this should sand out pretty easy. I'm going to go ahead and do one right now, and then maybe I'll show time lapse on the second one or the hood or something. But for now, I'll just carry on with sanding. More freaking sanding. Anyway, here we go. And ready to prime. I'm going to get on that thing, or on that first thing in the morning. It's supposed to be nice till late tomorrow afternoon, so I should be able to spray it first thing in the morning, no problem. It's Easter, so you know, I'm not going to kill myself today. I'll take it easy. But anyway, so all the fenders are done. So I think the front fenders are going to have to be blocked probably 2 more times. The rear fenders look pretty good, maybe once more, and the hood's pretty good too. So yeah, we should be ready midweek to spray it with paint. So that's where we're at. Put her away for the night. Okay, so in the morning I'll roll this thing back out, and after I spray the fenders and the hood, I've got to finish sanding the top of the cowl and the bottom of the cowl, and finish sanding this door, and then that'll be ready for buffing. And over here on this side, all the sanding is done, so it's ready to throw the buffer on it. Cowl, I did half the cowl already. So yeah, we should have no problem getting this thing finished tomorrow as far as buffing goes. Looks pretty good. I'll have to run maybe some polish on it after, and maybe even throw a coat of wax on it just to keep the shine and protect it. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty good. I think my guy's going to be quite happy with it. It's got a good shine to it, and it does have a lot of sparkle in it. There's a fair amount of flake in it. One thing here you may have noticed, a little bit of white here right at the window. That's silicone, and paint doesn't stick to silicone, and this paint didn't stick to the silicone either. So my solution for this is I'm going to get a tube of black silicone and just go over it with the black with a small bead, and that should take care of that, and no worries. So yeah, that's where we're at, man. So there you have it. Making progress. Seems to be dragging on, but we're getting there. Today Easter, the Easter pig came by and hit a 6-pack of tall cans in my fridge. So I'm gonna find them and get after some of that. In fact, I found one already, and yeah. Block sanding builds up a powerful thirst. Anyway, so yeah, I bring the A in at night because it gets cold and it gets frost, and then things start rusting, and I don't want to do that. So bring it in every night. Yeah, I'll pull it out in the morning, spray the fenders and hood and primer, because I gotta let it set for a bit before I can block it. So I'll finish up the buffing after I spray, and yeah, and get things ready for paint, and put this thing together. So it's getting real close, and I've had just about enough of it. I want to move on to something else. What else? yeah, I'm looking for a local, hopefully. Uh, Daily driver for my wife, 6-cylinder, 4-door even. I don't care. You know, slant six would be good. An old Falcon or Fairlane or Comet or whatever. Um, I don't want any freaking computers. So, so something old. Uh, yeah. So if you know of any locally, let me know. What else? Yeah. Once again, new subscribers. Thank you very much. Just about to hit 400. I think I'm at 398 or 399 now. So should hit that 400 mark tonight or tomorrow. And yeah, shoot for 500, man. So tell a chum, you know, tell a buddy, spread the word, and you know, if you haven't already, please subscribe. Um, yeah, what else? I'm really anxious to get back on that 51 Chevy. I've got a ton of parts in, and I'm ready to roll on it. But I really do have to get this Model A done. So we're gonna carry on until I get it out of here. That's all. That's all there is to it. We're supposed to get crappy weather again for 3 more days. It's getting to be a bit much now, man. You know, like to see some sun once in a while. You know, for 2 days in a row would be good, but it doesn't seem to want to happen. Uh, yeah, I guess that's about it. Don't be afraid to leave comments below. I like to read them, and I do respond to them. And you know, if you don't do anything else, get on the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.